So yesterday I dropped a video titled "A Warning for Tesla Stock," and the whole premise of that video was really just the macroeconomic events that are taking place for, the duration of this week and the next couple of weeks going forward, right? It's a great video. Still think you should watch it. However, in this video, I really want to just focus a little bit more on the fundamentals for Tesla, right? A little bit away from just the whole aspect of looking at it from a stock, perspective and what's going on with the overall markets. Now, before anyone, watches this video any further, I do want to just emphasize that, I'm very bullish long-term for Tesla, and in fact I actually have exposure to Tesla in my long-term portfolio. The reason why, on top of all the other reasons I layered in my last video besides the macroeconomic events, I want to talk about some reasons why I see some short-term downfalls for Tesla coming in the next couple of weeks, again aside from just the stock trading. So we just had news, right, that two separate Tesla models had reduced price cuts. So there's a big division on what this could possibly be. Now there's on one side individuals saying, well, this is because Tesla is waning in their demand and they're having to lower the prices to really just attract more demand for their products. And then on the other side you have individuals who are saying, well, this is simply because Tesla can lower the price. In fact, this is good for Tesla, right? So I want to go ahead and tell you guys my stance for this right now. I think definitely lowering the prices again for the second time did provide a little bit of a shockwave to the Tesla stock. However, I don't think this has a long-term impact on Tesla. In fact, I actually am on the side that this is good, right? Because one of the things that Elon said for the last meeting or the last event, which was Investor Day, was that Tesla, it's not an issue about demand, it's really an issue about price. So many individuals want to buy a Tesla vehicle, but they simply can't because the price range is just out of their budget, right? And so the whole idea that they're actually lowering prices, I think that whole concept that is to bring in demand because demand is waning is just ridiculous. In fact, if you paid attention to Investor Day, right, and you saw everything that Tesla's doing, they're really revolutionary in terms of what's going on in the auto industry. See, they're actually making a change to what's been done in 1913 around that time when Henry Ford, it might be 1922, it's between that time frame where Henry Ford, obviously changed the whole entire auto industry. But, what Tesla's doing is going a step further. And so they have the ability to have this pricing power to go ahead and actually still lower models to a cheaper price point. And this actually is good for Tesla because they're still able to have a large profit margin compared to all the legacy vehicles. So in fact, this is actually good for Tesla because this actually puts the rivals at a difficult place. Now, will slashing prices on these models increase demand for Tesla? Of course it's going to increase demand, but we have to remember that we can't just let this persuade us to believe that demand is an issue for Tesla, because it really isn't. In fact, this is a huge advantage to have pricing power, especially in a contracting economy. See, what we're entering is into this period of, where monetary policies are, hiking interest rates, right? And so when we hike interest rates, of course, that makes it harder for businesses to grow because money costs more to borrow. And so this really just trickles down into the everyday worker where everything is just more expensive. And so we have to, or individual, the average worker has to cut down on expenses. However, if you have a vehicle that is now looking even more attractive than it was before, because obviously, the prices are getting cut off, well, that's going to steer demand from even looking at the other EVs, right? And so the other EVs are in huge trouble. And in fact, I think this is going to be a theme that we're going to see, especially once we see the second or the other, generation vehicles come out. Once we see the Sprinter vans and whatever the other EV vehicle is, I mean, just put it this way, all these other vehicles, these Lego Odyssey automakers are in deep trouble. Now, going back to Tesla stock, if you guys want to know why I believe Tesla stock is going to, go down, make sure to watch this video that I released yesterday. But with that being said, guys, hope you guys are having a great day, and I'll see you guys on that video.